All right. Did you hear about this new addition to migrants coming across the U.S. border from Mexico? It's very odd who decides to be quiet about things these days. Russians trying to get away from that diseased country. Thousands and thousands and thousands of them are coming across with other migrants. And word is just starting to come out. It's interesting, right? Why? It doesn't play into the political mainframe of the game. That's why. So let me get to you somebody who is literally allergic to BS. All right, I want to bring in Charlie LeDuff. He is the host of the No BS News Hour. He won the Pulitzer. He's a real deal journalist. I've looked up to him and his work for a long time. It's great to have him as part of the family. Charlie, Merry Christmas. Best to you and the family.
You too, my brother. Just so you know, a little bit of sound difficulty, but I hear you pretty well.
All right, good. I want you to do most of the talking so you won't have to listen too much. One, what do you make of this new...
That was hilarious.
First of all, you know, it's hilarious, but the joke is on him. I mean, the idea that you only care about BS if it affects the other side. And we wonder why the game is so broke. You know, we wonder why people want nothing to do with it. It's like, you know, it's that right there. I get he's coming from a good place. It's just a bad position. What was your take?
Yeah, he made you look smart. But yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I look at the two political parties as corporate. I look at them as corporate mobs. We all do. And in fact, the reason you have a guy like Santos, and it smells to me like somebody's paying him to get him on there, is all those nice people you're talking about on Main Street. They're not so nice anymore. They're the ones paying him, so he votes the way they want him to, so they get the things they need in places like Jackson, Mississippi, or El Paso, Texas, or Detroit, Michigan, don't get them.
Amen, amen. So Russians coming across the border with other migrants, how does that feed into your understanding of just how broken the system is down there and figuring out who comes in and who stays out?
Well, it's broken, and when I just returned a couple weeks ago, they were there when I was there. It's important to know, though, you know, this is the biggest wave since 2000, you know, when NAFTA went into effect and the peso fell in the toilet. I have a very good friend to this day. He's now an American citizen, but he was Russian, and he came through the broken border then. So now what you're seeing is that on steroids. It's double now. It's historic. But what's interesting that I didn't see, that other reporters are now saying, is you're seeing draft dodgers from Russia crossing the border. That's how insane it's become. So is that guy an asylum potential citizen, person we let in? Is it because you're hungry, you're broke, you're poor, you heard something? The truth of the matter is, it's being reported now. I've been saying it. The border is open. The border is not closed. It's more BS, like you said at the top, so very well. They're just lying to us.
Now, the question is, why don't they fix it when they do have a good hook for interest and the desire to spend money on the problem, which is fentanyl? People are freaking out about fentanyl. It's the first time I've ever heard parents, you know, this was interesting for me, Charlie, how the work gets filtered through your personal life. Parents who don't want their kids doing drugs, okay, even marijuana, are saying, hey, listen, if you're smoking weed, don't buy it on the street. Please don't buy it on the street. I keep reading stories about fentanyl getting into the weed and kids are dying. Let me know. We'll get a medical marijuana card, or I have friends who smoke it. I'll get you stuff that we know is clean. The problem is really scaring people, which is a great currency for government to do something about it. Now, one, what do you think about their tolerance to do something about it? And two, how straight line would the analysis be on getting things better where it comes to this particular drug across the border?
So you're asking me, what should our government be doing? How can we get a handle on this thing?
Can they get a handle on it? And if they can, what would that look like?
Well, look, fentanyl, whether it's being carried in by mules in a historic just swamping of the border, if it's being carried, sure. But my guess is, experts I know, Border Patrol, I talk, that stuff's so compact, that stuff's coming into trucks, right? And if it is on mules, Border Patrol is being distracted by the large groups of people, like, you know, 10,000 people a week in El Paso. Border Patrol can actually see them at night running. They don't even bother. They're too busy processing people. But if you look at the origins of fentanyl, bro, Chinese parts, right? Mexican cooks, who are two of our three biggest trading partners in the world. China, Mexico. You don't help us get a handle on this, then big stick. I shut the border down commercially.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.